So the animation you're seeing on screen right now was completely built by AI. I'm going to show you how to use AI tools to generate After Effects expressions for you. So if you watch this whole video, you will understand how to prompt correctly to get the animation you want, how to fix errors and bugs, because trust me, you will get those, and how to actually customize these expressions to your own liking. Right, so let's begin. First of all, let's draw a circle and let's change the position so that it's dead center in the middle. It's just easier to work with. And let's make sure our anchor point is in the center of the screen. I use the anchor point mover from Animation Composer. So as you've seen in the intro, all I want is a circle that pops in, floats around, and changes colors. And I want to use expressions to do that. So personally, I'm really bad with expressions. I'd probably use keyframes to change the hue, and I'd probably just do it all manually. But that wouldn't allow any room for customization, any room for improvements, and it would really limit my editing. That's why when I discovered that you can actually use LLMs to your advantage to generate After Effects expressions, it completely changed my view on this. So first of all, let's open up ChatGPT. This is the macOS desktop app if you're wondering, but you can use the browser, that's totally fine. So to save us time, I wrote the prompt for you already, and it is, I want to create an After Effects expression. Obviously, this is the most important prompt that you need to give ChatGPT. You need to specify what it is you're looking for, right? Here's what I need. Think of any expressions I need to make this possible. Give me more than one if needed. And then I simply gave it the animation I want, which is a red circle that floats around the screen, changing colors. Simple as that. So let's click enter. And as you can see, it's generating me code for After Effects expressions. In my prompt, I obviously mentioned that you can think of as many as you need. So it gave me a floating After Effects motion, a changing color expression, and even gave me a scale pulsing one, which we're probably not going to use. But that's fine. Let's see what I made. So over here, it tells you actually what expression that this needs to go in. So position expression. So I'm not even going to read this. I'm just going to copy it, open up position, options, click, and Control V. So all I did is paste that in. Let's see what it looks like. Now, obviously, this is a basic example, but there's still a lot I want to change about this position. First of all, I want it to start in the center, and it's not doing that right now. Right now, it's starting somewhere at the bottom. And my client said that his life is on the line for the circle to start in the center, so it's very important we start the circle in the center. One more thing I want to change about this is that it's not moving in a random pattern, it's just moving in circles. I want it to move in a random pattern and start in the center. So that's all I need to tell ChatGPT. But you want to know the best tool for editors out there? It is the MM Bootcamp. My goal with the MM Bootcamp is simple: to help people make money online through editing. I've spent nearly $2,000 on courses, but when I bought those courses, I never got live calls with anyone, and I never got clients given to me from the course creator to help build my portfolio. So I'm confident that if you're dedicated and you want to make money online and you take this program seriously, you will make money online. Honestly, just click the link down below if you're interested, but let's get back to the video. And since it gave me 3 different expressions, I'm just going to specify that I want to start with animation 1. So let's start with animation 1. I want the position to start in the center, and I want it to move in a bit more of a smooth, random pattern. Right now, it's just moving in circles. Now, it's going to generate me new code based on our previous conversation because it remembers what we were talking about. But I want to make sure you understand this is not a Google search. This is literally like having an After Effects expressions coach right next to you as you're working. Any question you have or any change you want to make, you can simply add in as a prompt. If you're really curious with what this is, obviously it explains it here, but you can ask ChatGPT, explain this in more detail, explain this like I'm 6 years old. I still don't understand it. I still don't understand it until you actually understand exactly what you're working on. So it is not only a good way to generate these expressions, it's also a good way to learn. And over here we have the explanation of it. I don't want to read any of that. Let me just copy this, paste in our new expression, and let's see what it came up with. Okay, so the movement now is a bit more random. However, it's not starting in the center. So even though we specified start from the center, even though ChatGPT did exactly what we want, we have the randomness movement, which is kind of working against that because it's saying to go in a random position. So even though it's starting in the center, it then gets offsetted by the random position expression. But even if you didn't understand why it wasn't starting in center, you can just keep telling ChatGPT it's still not starting in center, find a reason for this. It'll explain to you why it's happening. But the more you know and the more context you give it, the easier it's going to be for you to generate these expressions. So I'm going to say it's still not starting in center. I think it's because of the autocode. It starts automatically with some movement. Okay, so this is a good idea. It's going to offset the start time by 1 second. So again, copy the code, paste it back in, and let's see what this looks like. Awesome. Now it's actually starting in the center. It's not moving in circles, it's actually moving in a random direction. So we have the movement covered. So now let's move on to animation 2. Okay, so this generated code and it says it can be applied to the fill color property. Easy as that. So copy the code, open up the fill color property. Again, options click or alt click if you're on Windows, and command V. Okay, but we have an error. So let me show you how to quickly fix this. I'm not even going to read the error. All you got to do is take a screenshot of your error. Boom. And let's just drag the screenshot into here. No context, paste, and let ChatGPT do all the manual labor for you. Copy the code again, paste it into here. Code fixed, colors are changing. It's as simple as that, guys. I'm telling you, this is the quickest way to generate expressions. Okay, this looks cool and all, but the colors are changing really slow. I wanted them to change faster. I don't know what to do. Obviously, we can go in and tell ChatGPT, I want these colors faster, but come on, guys, we're not that stupid, right? The thing that ChatGPT actually done is explain the code in plain English, what everything does. So even if you don't understand any code, If you understand English, you'll actually know how to change the code. And as you can see, speed is 0.5, speed of color change. And I'm pretty sure you understand where this is going. If you want to speed it up drastically, let's change it from 0.5 to 5 to 10x the speed. And now we have the speed changing colors way faster, obviously. But you can customize everything here. Let's say we wanted to change something about the position. Just double click E to bring up the expressions. And here we have the position. So let's say we want to increase the amplitude from 200 to 600, right? Obviously it's going off screen, but let's say we wanted it to go off screen. Now it's moving around way more randomly. But okay, that was a really basic example. I want to challenge this GPT a bit, and I want to show you what it's actually capable of. Okay, now I want to duplicate this, but I want to use opposite colors. To create a second version with opposite colors, you can invert each color channel. Here's the modified expression for the opposite colors. Okay, cool. Let me copy that. Duplicate the layer. EE. Paste that in. Boom. And I mean, we do have the opposite colors, I believe. Like when it's green here, it's blue there, but it's now moving in the exact same position. So let's say, but now it's moving in the same position. Why didn't you think about this? It's blocking my view of the first one. Because obviously ChatGPT should have told me that it's going to block the position and we're only going to see it. You're right. Thank you. To make the second circle move independently without overlapping the first, we need to introduce blah 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 motion pattern. I don't care, let's just copy the code and paste it into the position. So let's see, I did want it to start in the middle and now it's moving in a bit of a different direction. So now they're not actually overlapping. The reason the colors are changing at different speeds, because if you remember, we manually changed the speed of one of them and we never told ChatGPT. So AI can't read our minds yet and doesn't know actually exactly what we're going to do. We could have told it that we changed the speed and it would have understood. I think you get the point. But guys, if you're not using these tools as a video editor, you're going to get replaced. I mean, even for the basics, like I want to show you guys one more use case for this, but I have no idea what to do. So I'm just going to say, I want to showcase just how powerful After Effects expressions can be. Given what we've generated so far, generate something to really impress me now. I have no idea what it's going to come up with, but we'll see. All right, let's take it up a notch. I'll expand on what we created so far by adding dynamic size pulsing. Okay, so the first thing that we were talking about. Honestly, I have no idea what this is, so let's just copy it and let's just paste it on the first one. Okay, I'm going to actually paste it on this one just so that we can see. I mean, this isn't that impressive, but I think you get the point. We can literally generate anything we want. And keep in mind, all I done is draw a circle. Everything else was done through prompts that I wrote in English. I encourage you to actually try use it yourself. Next time you're thinking of generating an After Effects expression, or even if you just have a cool idea but you don't know how to do it, try this tool. I've already used this for some pretty complex expressions, and I'm sure it's going to save you a lot of time and make your edits better. And you know what else will save you time and make your edits better? The MM Bootcamp. It is honestly the best place for any video editor who wants to make money online. It has all of my assets, presets, sound effects that I've gathered over the last 7 years of editing. Even if you're a complete beginner, it has a full video course step by step on how to actually learn editing. But I'm making sure that we're all up to date with new AI tools to help us speed up our editing and make better edits. And trust me, now is the time you want to be learning these tools before it's too late. So if you're interested, just click the link down below and I hope to see you inside. But if not, that's totally fine. All I ask is you subscribe if you enjoyed and leave a comment with any feedback. Thank you for watching. Bye.